It's back to school month. It's back to reality month. That's how I view September. After 17 years in school, September has officially been known as the time of the month that I need to get my crap together. And I think it will forever remain that way, whether I actually get my crap together or not. And because it's September, it's also like it's back to school. And for a lot of people, this is like the first time that they're ever moving away from home and going to a university or college. And I gave the University of Waterloo 4 years of my life and a bunch of money. And over those 4 years, I learned some things, and I thought I would share those things with you because there are definitely some things that helped me through university and helped me kind of succeed and be prepared for the outside world and all that jazz. And I wanted to share these things with you in case, you know, you are someone who's just going into university for the first time and is feeling a bit overwhelmed by what's going on around you. Or, you know, I think these tips, you know, I didn't learn a lot of these tips till later in my university career, like 3rd or 4th year. So if this is your very first term at university or college, or it's your last term, I hope that these tips help you. I have what I like to call an oh shit kit, and it's basically a bag or a little kit that I carry around with me, whether it's in my backpack or my purse. And I had it for most of my university career. And it was something that I put all the little knickknacks that I could possibly need in case of an oh shit situation. So, you know, it had band-aids, it had pads, tampons, hand cream, lip balm, all sorts of things. I viewed this thing like a security blanket. As someone who has anxiety, being prepared decreases said anxiety. So having a kit, like an oh shit, this just happened, and I had something to deal with it, was brilliant. I felt really unprepared for some aspects of university, such as school, but I felt very prepared for if I had a blister or if my monthly arrived. And so it just sort of took out the worry from one aspect of my life so that I could focus on others. So I highly recommend building yourself an oh crap or an uh-oh or an oh shit kit. I will be doing a blog post about what I actually have in my current oh shit kit, and I will leave that linked down below if you're interested to see the kind of things that I carry with me from day to day. You're gonna hear this a lot, especially if you're just going into university. Call your parents. My piece of advice is to call your loved ones. And whether they are your parents, whether they're aunts, uncles, whoever it is that loves you unconditionally and has done so for quite some time, call them. When I moved away to university, I felt a massive disconnect between my family unit and myself. For 19 years, my bedroom was across the hall from my parents' bedroom. It was the 4 of us, and we would take on everything that the world had to throw on us. And now, suddenly, I was like removed from that and kind of had to figure out the world on my own. And it was like really freaky, and I didn't really like it. But one of the things that helped me get through it was daily interaction with my family. You know, it's really hard to just go from being like living with your parents or whoever to living by yourself and being forced to figure out the world now. I highly recommend that no matter what stage at university you are, you have some sort of contact with your loved ones, whether it's a weekly phone call, whether it's daily text messages. Technology makes it really easy for us to keep in contact with the people that we love. And I highly suggest that you do this. Not only will it help those feelings of disconnect, they support you too. They're there to care for you, and they're there to, you know, help you when you're not feeling the greatest. And they want to know that you're doing okay, and you want to know that they're doing okay. And even though you might be sort of like physically separated, you don't need to be emotionally separated. Another really big thing that helped me when I was at university, unfortunately, I didn't really discover its benefits until I was in my 4th year, and it's make friends in your program. And they don't need to be the people that you hang out with on the weekends or the people that you live with. I just think you need to make friends with people in your program, because nobody will understand what you're going through with that particular subject or program than the people who are also going through it with you. I mean, nobody understood my frustration more about having to write another reflection paper than the people who also had to write reflection papers. And nobody's gonna understand, you know, the struggle of studying for a maths test than other people who are in your math class or your math program. This will help you feel less isolated. It'll help you feel more connected, and you know, it's all about feeling less alone, and that you're, you know, everybody is technically on the same boat. You know, it might be a sinking ship, but at least you're all on it together kind of a mentality. I think it was highly beneficial for me to have some friends in my program just because they knew what I was talking about. We all had the same profs. We all were facing the same struggle. Finally, my last tip, and this is one that I did before I started university, or pretty early on into my university career, and it was one that I found really beneficial later in my career, like university career. Find your resources. Find your campus resources. Find what is available to you as a student, and whether that's clubs, mental health services, health services. Find what is available to you on campus. When I went to school, I did some research. I figured out, okay, so this is where the health services building is. I can go here for these things. This is who I need to talk to if I need to see a psychologist or I need to see a social worker. Here are some peer support groups, so I'm struggling, but I don't feel like I need to talk to like a professional. I just kind of want to talk to somebody else. This is where I can go. Do some research. Find out where your campus resources are, because in the moment of I need help, it's not helpful for you to have to dig for them. This was so beneficial for me because when I was struggling in my third year of university, I enrolled in a group therapy program, and you know, it was a really quick process because I was like, okay, I know where I need to go to get help, and I know that I can't call this place because they actually don't pick up the phone and they won't get back to me. I need to go to the building in person and speak to someone. And so that's what I did. And I ended up getting enrolled in a group therapy program, which ended up being really beneficial and helping me get through that third year of university and my fourth year of university in pretty decent shape. I really hope you guys liked this video. Please leave a comment down below if you are struggling, or if you need someone to talk to, or if you don't know where to look for a resource, or if you're someone who has finished university and has tips to help new people or people who are in university. Leave all that stuff down in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.